A ruthless aviation CEO, Chloe Kensington, mocks a janitor, Liam Walker, into flying her helicopter when her pilot cancels. What begins as arrogance becomes destiny when Liam, secretly a decorated ex-military pilot haunted by tragedy, flies her with precision that shocks everyone. Their worlds collide, her loneliness, his grief, and a 5-year-old boy who sees hope in the sky. Through pain, discovery, and courage, they help each other rediscover what they've lost: trust, purpose, and love. By the end, the rooftop that once symbolized pride becomes a place of healing as they finally fly toward the future together. The rooftop groaned beneath the morning wind. Seattle shimmered below cold glass, moving clouds, traffic crawling like veins through steel. The helicopter waited, blades idle, as if mocking her. Chloe Kensington's heels clicked like gunfire on the pad. Her voice was ice through the headset. "Find me another pilot now." 2 assistants scrambled. Calls, excuses, rejections. "Everyone's grounded, Miss Kensington." "Weather warnings, hospital calls, then we don't have a company," she snapped. The deal with Skytech was her empire's make-or-break moment. 10 years of ambition, sleepless nights, and inherited ghosts came down to one signature. She'd built herself out of fear of losing control, of becoming like her mother, fragile, forgotten. Her phone buzzed again. The last pilot, broken wrist. She turned away, pressing fingers against her temple, pulse like static. Then a voice, "I can fly it." It came from behind her, steady, unhurried. She turned. A janitor stood near the stairwell, mop in hand, gray uniform dull against the glass. His name tag read Liam. Marianne, her senior assistant, barked a laugh. "That's rich." Chloe arched a brow. "You're kidding." "No, ma'am," he said quietly. "I can get you there." His calm irritated her more than panic would have. "You think flying a Bell 407 is like mopping a floor?" His eyes, tired, gray-blue, met hers without flinching. "Not at all. But both require steady hands." The wind howled between them. Something inside her rebelled against the absurdity, the audacity, the helplessness of her situation. So she said it, sharp as a blade. "Fine. Fly this helicopter and I'll marry you." The assistants froze. Marianne snorted. Liam just nodded once. "All right." Before she could react, he set his mop down and climbed into the cockpit. The engine coughed, then roared alive. The blades began to turn, slow, deliberate, unstoppable. Chloe's stomach twisted. He wasn't bluffing. "Ma'am, this is insane," her assistant shouted. But Chloe was already strapping in, headset crackling to life. Liam's voice came through, calm, precise. "Ready for takeoff, Miss Kensington." And before fear could catch up, the city fell away beneath them. Wind screamed against the glass as the helicopter sliced through the Seattle skyline. Chloe's reflection trembled in the window, composed, terrified, alive. Liam's hands moved like water, gentle but sure. "Altitude steady," he murmured. His voice had the rhythm of muscle memory. Not bravado, not guessing, knowing. "Where did you learn to fly?" she asked. "Army," he said simply. That one word cracked something open in her chest. The flight ended in 12 perfect minutes. He landed smoother than her pilot ever had, so precise the coffee in her cup didn't ripple. When she stepped out, her legs shook. He didn't wait for praise. Just nodded, "Good luck with your meeting," and walked back to the helicopter. By the time she turned around again, he was gone. That night, she couldn't sleep. His voice replayed in her head. Calm. Controlled. Familiar. The next day, she opened the employee database. "Liam Walker," she whispered. "Janitorial staff. 8 months employed. No history." Her fingers hovered before dialing an old contact in military records. Hours later, the voice on the other end said, "Captain Liam Walker. Decorated helicopter pilot. 2 tours. Medal of Valor. Resigned after his wife died in a car crash." Chloe sat in the dark, screen light glinting off unshed tears. A hero scrubbing floors in her building. And she'd laughed at him. Days passed. She started noticing him everywhere. Late nights, Liam wiping glass doors. A small boy, his son, sleeping on a bench, a notebook of crayon helicopters in his lap. Liam adjusting a blanket over him with a gentleness that broke her chest. She found herself watching, learning him like flight controls. Precision, patience, grief hidden behind discipline. One night, she spoke. "Walker." He turned, wary. "Yes, ma'am. I saw what you did for the company. For me." He nodded once. "It's my job." "It's more than that," she said softly. "I know who you are." His expression flickered, pain, pride, then stillness. "Then you know I'm not that man anymore." Her heart ached. "Maybe, but you could be." He didn't answer. Just gathered his son, whispered something only Finn could hear, and left. Later that night, she found Finn crying outside the simulator bay. "Where's your dad?" "Inside," the boy sniffled. "He misses mommy." Chloe looked through the glass. Liam sat in the cockpit, shoulders shaking, hands gripping the controls like anchors. Grief personified. When he emerged, eyes red, he stopped short seeing her with Finn. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "You don't have to be," she said. "You're allowed to hurt." That night, neither of them pretended anymore. The next morning, her father stormed into her office. Roger Kensington, silver hair, sharp voice, the ghost she'd inherited her ruthlessness from. "You've been seen with the janitor," he said, disgust like acid. "End it." Chloe straightened. "His name is Liam Walker. He's a war hero." "He's baggage," Roger snapped. "You're a CEO, not a savior." She rose. "You taught me to fly above weakness. But maybe you confused weakness with humanity. Don't throw your life away for someone broken." Her voice cracked but didn't falter. "Then maybe I'm broken too." Roger left, silent and shaken. That night, Skytech sent a proposal, a live flight demonstration by Liam Walker. In exchange, Finn would get a full scholarship. Liam hesitated. "What if I fail?" Chloe smiled faintly. "You already didn't." He stared at her. "Will you be there?" "Every second." The Skytech airfield buzzed with cameras and nerves. Liam stood beside the helicopter, dressed in a borrowed flight suit. Finn clutched his hand, grinning through tiny aviator glasses. "You're the best pilot in the world," the boy whispered. Liam's throat tightened. He kissed his son's forehead and climbed in. Chloe's voice came through the headset. "Ready, Captain?" He exhaled. "Ready." The rotors screamed to life. The crowd fell silent. He rose, weightless. The sky opened. Every maneuver was poetry, hover holds, pivot turns, inverted climbs. Precision born from pain, control reborn through chaos. Chloe watched with tears streaming, whispering, "Fly, Liam." When he landed, applause thundered like storm rain. Finn ran into his arms. Liam laughed, a sound she'd never heard before. He was whole again. That evening, Chloe found a letter from her father. "You were right. Strength isn't control. It's courage. I'm proud of you." Weeks later, she climbed the same rooftop where it all began. Liam was there, polishing the helicopter. She smiled. "Old habits." He grinned. "Something like that." She stepped closer. "I never meant it when I said I'd marry you if you flew that helicopter." He raised a brow. "I know." Her voice softened. "What if I mean it now?" Silence. Then, slowly, Liam knelt. A silver ring glinted in his palm, engraved with wings. "I used to fly for my country," he said, voice trembling. "Now I want to fly for you and for Finn." Chloe's eyes filled. "Yes." Finn popped out from behind the landing gear, cheering. "Does this mean she's staying forever?" Chloe laughed through tears. "Forever." The helicopter lifted once more, Liam at the controls, Chloe beside him, Finn in the back. As they rose over the golden Seattle skyline, Chloe turned to him and whispered, "Where to?" Liam smiled. "Anywhere. As long as we're together." The city shrank below them. The sky opened above. For the first time, they weren't escaping the past, they were flying toward the future.